Hi, I'm Gabby from GoNaturalEnglish.com. As a native English speaker, my students are always asking me, Gabby, are you speaking at a normal speed? Are you speaking slowly when you teach us English? Well, the answer is yes and no. In this video lesson, I'm going to share how you can improve your speaking and listening skills by doing some exercises and showing you examples of how native speakers speak more clearly sometimes and more unclearly and faster other times. So you're going to really see how different sentences and questions can change depending on the way that someone is speaking and why they change. So I think this is going to be super interesting for you. Now, if you want to improve your speaking and listening skills, I have an amazing offer for you to take advantage of a discount on group live online lessons with Lingoda, which is my suggestion for you if you want to take live online lessons in English, business English, Spanish, French, or German. And I'll tell you more about that at the end of this lesson. But let's get started. So native speakers have this way of speaking that is different than your textbook. It's different than your English teacher may have spoken in the classroom to you. A lot of you tell me, Gabby, it's very clear the way that you speak in your videos, I can understand you 100%, and that's wonderful. But when you go out into the world or you watch TV or movies, other native English speakers are more difficult to understand. So why is that? Well, native speakers will speak with linking, which is when sounds blur together when we speak quickly. We also have connecting sounds that change when we have certain sounds back to back. The whole sound of the word can change. The sound of the sentence can change. Depending on the stress we use in a sentence, the way we say it will change. And I'll show you some examples. Also, native English speakers might use more slang, more phrasal verbs than you're used to in your classroom or with academic English. We speak more casually, and depending on how casual we are or how lazy we're feeling, we might really relax our tongues and the way we speak. So it may become less and less clear depending on the situation. Native English speakers also have different regional dialects. And so if you learned, let's say, a standard American English, but then you go to the deep South, let's say to Texas or Alabama, and you listen to people talking who are from that place and have never left that place and have a pretty strong accent themselves, it may be difficult to understand what they're saying, even though they're native English speakers. So there are a lot of factors at play here. Now, we can lament how difficult it is to understand native English speakers. We can complain about it. Why do native speakers speak in a way that's so unclear and difficult to understand? And it really makes communication more difficult for all of us. But the fact is, native English speakers are not going to change. And so if we just sit around and complain, we're not going to get anywhere. So if we want to improve our communication, improve our listening comprehension, and improve our speaking so that we're understood by other native English speakers, then we need to change, we need to improve, we need to learn what it means to speak more like a native speaker. So I'm going to share some examples with you here, and I'm going to also explain why and how these sentences change when we speak more quickly and more casually. A lot of English learners feel scared when they hear English that sounds totally different than what you learned in the classroom or what you listen to on audio tapes or audiobooks for learning English. But don't worry, it's just because you're not used to hearing this kind of fast, maybe a different kind of accent in English. Regional accents are real and they can be difficult. So the key here is to immerse yourself, to get more input and more practice using English with native speakers with different dialects. It takes time, so be patient. You can do this. You really have the ability to understand anyone. It just takes time. Even for native speakers, it can be difficult to understand other native speakers who use a different accent, who are from a different region than ourselves. And how do you know how to speak more like a native speaker? Well, the key is to pay attention to stress, and the rest falls into place. Pay attention to verbs and keywords, content words like nouns and verbs, and other words like prepositions and articles, which are function words, kind of fall into place around these key content words. I'll show you how. First, practice listening to each sentence I say, and then we're going to practice repeating it together. Can you understand what I'm saying when I speak quickly? What do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? Well, I'm asking you, what do you want to drink? But when a native speaker speaks quickly, what happens here? We stress the question word, what, and we stress the verbs a bit, want and drink, and everything else becomes smaller, faster, and it's more difficult to hear. So let's just say the question word and the verbs. What, want, drink. Now imagine that we're going to say those, but with the function words, do, you, and to, okay? What do you want to drink? Okay, repeat after me. What do you want to drink? Again, what do you want to drink? Now let's put it all together. What do you wanna drink? What just happened? Well, now we have connected speech. What do you becomes what do you when we speak more casually. When we speed things up, we're not actually speeding up our rate of speech. It's still the same speed. What do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? What do you wanna drink? What do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? It's not faster, but it sounds faster because we're omitting some of those sounds that you hear when we speak very clearly. So our connected speech happens when we relax our speaking muscles, our tongue, our lips, and these sounds change because we're not putting as much effort into our enunciation. So one more time, very relaxed and with connected speech. Repeat after me. What do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? One more time. What do you want to drink? Sometimes people will drop that final K sound off the end of the question. What do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? Now, I'm not completely omitting the sound, but it's not completely released. At the end of the question, my tongue is in place in my mouth to make that K sound at the end of the question. Drink. What do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? But I'm not quite releasing it. It's not really normal to say, what do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? But the amount that we release the K sound just depends on the speaker and the situation. What do you want to drink? I want to drink a cup of coffee. I want to drink a cup of coffee. I want to drink a cup of coffee. Can you understand what I'm saying? Well, you might be able to guess that I want to drink a cup of coffee, but I don't always speak so clearly when I want to drink a cup of coffee. So what happens here? Again, the key words, the verbs, and the key content word like coffee are stressed. They're clear, they're loud, and they're enunciated. They're longer as well. So the rest of the words fall into place around them. I want to drink a cup of coffee. I want to drink a cup of coffee. Now, if we relax even more, it changes to I wanna drink a cup of coffee. I wanna drink a cup of coffee. I wanna drink a cup of coffee. Notice that the subject, I, is not stressed. I don't say, I wanna drink a cup of coffee. I say, I wanna drink a cup of coffee. We could stress I in the beginning if there was some reason, like, well, you don't want to drink a cup of coffee, but I want to drink a cup of coffee. I'm differentiating between what you want and what I want. But this is a special case. So in most normal situations, I would just say, I want a cup of coffee. I want a cup of coffee. I want a cup of coffee. Repeat after me. I want a cup of coffee. I want a cup of coffee. Very good. Let's listen for another example. Can you tell what I'm saying? I'll send you the money. I'll send you the money. I'll send you the money. You can probably pick out the most important word in the sentence at the end, which is money, because there's really no other word around it except for the, which is a function word that kind of disappears, but you can still hear the word money even if you don't hear the article before this noun. I'll send you. I'll send you. I'll send you the money. So you can probably hear the word send. That is a verb that sticks out. We stress the verb because the verb and the noun money they are the most important points in this sentence. The rest falls into place around our key words. I will send you the money. But I would never say it like that unless I was being very dramatic. Maybe if you said, what did you say? I will send you the money. Okay, in a normal way, I would say, I'll send you the money. I'll send you the money. I'll send you the money. Try it with me. I'll send you the money. I'll send you the money. I'll send you the money. Rhythm is really important in English because we stress these keywords, and the stressed words become like a beat in the song of English. I'll send you the money. I'll send you the money. Let's try another question. Can you tell what I'm saying? How can I live without you? How can I live without you? How can I live without you? All right, well, this is from a song. How can I live without you? So the keywords here, you may have been able to hear them. The question word, how. How can I live without you? How? Live without you. So this is kind of an interesting question because without does get stressed. Without you, without you, without you. Do you see what happens between without and you? We don't differentiate the T and the Y sound when we're speaking quickly. It actually joins together to become ch. Without you becomes without you, without you, without you. Why does that happen? Because the T sound in your mouth, where your tongue is behind your teeth, t, 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 and the Y sound, y, are quite close in your mouth, without you. When you move your tongue from the T sound to the Y sound in your mouth, it makes a new sound. Ch, without you, without you, without you. How can I live without you? How can I live without you? The other words that are not the question, the verb, or the final without you become smaller. Can I becomes can I? Can I? How can I live without you? How can I live without you? Again, how can I live without you? Let's do one more example, then I'm going to give you a listening quiz. I need to figure this out. I need to figure this out. I need to figure this out. Can you understand what I'm saying? I need to figure this out. So we have our key words here, need and figure. Figure out is a phrasal verb, and we do stress the preposition out. We stress the preposition in phrasal verbs only. Any other prepositions, when they're not part of a phrasal verb, are not stressed. But I need to figure this out. I need to figure this out. We do stress that out. We stress the verb figure also, but a little bit less than the preposition. I need to figure this out. So we don't stress the subject, I. We just say, I need to figure. I need to. We don't say to. This preposition is very small. I need to. I need to. Repeat after me. I need to. I need to. I need to figure this out. What happens with out? It is stressed, but we don't release that final T. We put our tongue in place to create that T sound, but we don't release it. I need to figure this out. I need to figure this out. I need to figure this out. But when we speak quickly, we say, I need to figure this out. Very good. You're doing an awesome job. So now I'm going to give you a quiz. I would like for you to write what you hear in the comments, and then we can help each other to figure out the right answer. Number 1, what did you do about it? What did you do about it? 2, did you see what happened? Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened? 3, I've got to get going. I've got to get going. I've got to get going. Let's check your answers in the comments. Now, if you're learning English and you'd like to learn faster and easier, I suggest you sign up for the free Go Natural English newsletter at gonaturaleNglish.com/email. And I will email you Go Natural English lessons like this one for free. It's easy when you get it direct to your email inbox. That way, you'll never miss a lesson. It takes 2 seconds to improve your English quickly and easily. So I'll see you on the newsletter. I urge you to keep working on your language skills because you're so close. You are so close to having full comprehension and full speaking skills. So don't give up now. I appreciate your time watching this. Your time is valuable, and I do appreciate that you spent it here with us at Go Natural English. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.